Hi, we're Clueless Cuisine.
Do it.
We're Clueless Cuisine. We're two clueless Americans attempting to make foreign recipes.
We will take no responsibility for injuries sustained while watching this show.
We are not professionals. If you get hurt in your kitchen because you see us doing something in our kitchen, that's your fault, not ours.
The point is, be careful in the kitchen whenever you're taking in alcohol and messing around with knives and hot surfaces and whatnot, because you're going to burn yourself, you're going to cut yourself either way. So, you know, be careful. But have fun while you're being careful.
And don't drink underage, because
that's lame. Nobody
illegal.
does that. It's not cool.
Hi, we're Clueless Cuisine.
Hi, we're Clueless Cuisine.
So I'm Johnny. This is Riley. We're Clueless Cuisine. Where do you come from, Riley? Where are you from?
Well, originally I'm from Busan, South Korea, but then I was adopted from some very white parents. Now I live in rural Kentucky, of all places. Yeah.
Your cooking journey, how did it start?
Well, my parents weren't home part of the time whenever I was growing up, so I learned pretty early how to make some pretty gnarly stir fries. Quickly grew from there, started working in a kitchen as a dishwasher, and then made my way up to a mid-level cook, and now I just cook for fun, basically.
My first memory of you, Riley, is high school. I was on crutches, and the teacher asked the class if anyone would help me get my lunch, and you were like, "I'll freaking do it. I'll help that little kid get his lunch."
It's just because I knew how cool Johnny was, and I wanted to be his friend, so I was just like, well, how else to bond besides food?
And
example A, our friendship.
Stuff. Yeah, and then like you were always like a great conversationalist, and we were just cool with each other from the start.
It was a very quick and easy bond.
Yeah, I think it was mostly your fault.
My fault?
You're just very nice, and you were very super like communicative in the beginning. Yeah.
He was the funny one, though. He still is the funny one. All the jokes that you're going to hear that are going to make you laugh straight from this guy.
You're making me poop.
See?
It's kind of serious. So cooking's always been a part of your life.
Oh, always. Pretty much always. And I love it. It's one of my passions, and now you're going to get to see one of my passions and all the mistakes that come with having a hobby that you're very passionate about. You're always going to make mistakes. You're going to learn from them, and that's the whole point of this channel.
Making mistakes is not only okay, but it's the best way to learn something new. As long as you're aware of your mistakes, you're going to be better off in the future. It's not something to get upset about, and a lot of times the mistakes that we make are kind of funny, you know, because it's what not to do.
As long as the outcome is your own invention.
You live and you learn. Something we have in common is definitely our parents giving us a groundwork for cooking. So
a lot of freedom in many aspects.
So personally, my dad definitely gave me the emotional framework for experimenting in the kitchen. It was always just like, what goes with what? Like, I used to try to make like cakes. I would mess around with like flour sugar recipes a lot. I always had creative freedom in my households, and that was always a lot of fun. So
there's a huge amount of freedom in being able to make your own food. Throwing your own spin on things, which is one of my favorite parts of being in the kitchen, is just experimenting, making things weird. And you know what? It's going to taste bad every once in a while, but the best part is you can always build on top of that and make it way better. Or way worse. You know, do whatever you want.
It's all a part of the process.
All a part of the process. We also love you guys to be a part of it too. If you see us doing anything wrong, in your eyes, say your great-grandmother perfected this certain recipe and we're butchering it, then we want to know your input. Like, we want to know, how did your great-grandmother make it? If you have any hints, tips, or anything like that, just tell us about it, because we're not going to know. We're not your great-grandmother, but we are ourselves, and we're going to try. This is the first time we've made any of these recipes. Yeah.
Hi, we're Clueless.
So one thing we actually do have a lot of respect for is other cultures and broadening our palate by testing new recipes or older recipes that come from a whole landscape of different countries, regions of the United States even. Americanized recipes, we're going to get into that.
That's why we're going outside the borders of America. There's not going to be any walls here. We're going overseas. We're going around the seas. We're going to Antarctica. We're making snow cones or something. I don't know. But we're looking at recipes that don't give you... Actually, some of them will probably still give you diabetes if you eat them every day, but it's moderation.
Be smart about it.
America has really large portions, which we're probably going to make large portions because we're
huge
Americans.
Portions. Oh, hey, didn't see you there. This is Clueless Cuisine. Also, if you guys have a country or region of the world that you want us to represent in a cooking video, please just throw a comment, send us a message, and we will take that in consideration.
Absolutely.
Better yet, if you have a recipe that you would like us to try, just with ingredients and everything, just throw it on there and we will give it a shot. We're very new at this whole thing.
But you're a part of the process as much as we are. So thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you. If you could throw us a like and hit the subscribe button down below.
Hit that button.
Here, or here. We'll edit it in later.
It's going to be right there. Or right there. Or right there. Or right there.
Hi, I'm Clueless Cuisine.
Hi, we're Clueless Cuisine. Hi, my name's Clueless Cuisine. We're clueless.